Hey guys, hello. Okay, let's talk about Lincoln Memorial Cent or Lincoln Penny, the year 1966. No mint mark 1967. No mint mark 1965. No mint mark. All these coins are no mint mark. Okay, let's find out the story of this coin. Okay, more information about this penny. Okay, here we go. Information I got. Okay. Year 1966. Mint mark, no mint mark. Type Lincoln penny. Price 1 cent to $12 plus. Base value 0.01 US dollar. Produced 2,188,147,000 pieces. Edge smooth. Okay, next. Note, a major coin shortage in the mid-1960s caused the U.S. Mint to make several significant changes to its coin production. The aim was to strike more coins while reducing the incentive to pull coins from circulation. Among the changes were the elimination of 90% silver coins due to rising bullion costs, the removal of mint marks from coins, and the temporary suspension of traditional proof sets and uncirculated sets, both of which were replaced by special mint sets SMS. Okay, next information. A 1966 penny is worth about 2 cents even in worn condition. A typical uncirculated 1966 penny is worth around 10 to 20 cents a piece. The most valuable 1966 penny to have ever sold at auction was graded MS67RD by Professional Coin Grading Service and took $6,463 in a 2012 auction. Next information. In all, the United States Mint produced 2,261,583 SMS pennies in 1966. They are classified as common coins because most of these coins were saved by collectors and remain plentiful for the collecting community today. Many coin dealers carry 1966 SMS sets for collectors to buy. Well-preserved uncirculated 1966 SMS penny are worth around 50 cents to $1 each. The most valuable 1966 SMS penny was graded SP67RD DCOM by Professional Coin Grading Service and realized $2,585 in a 2014 sale. Next, double die 1966 double die pennies. These cool errors were struck by a die that has some degree of doubling on the part of the designs or inscription. Double dies are some of the rarest coin errors, but they are also usually quite valuable. Most of the known 1966 penny double dies show slight doubling in the lettering or date. This can fetch between $20 and $100 depending on the magnitude of the doubling. 1966 die break pennies. A die break occurs on an aging die and literally a crack in the die. This crack can appear as a waistline, squiggle, or bump on the coin. Values for die breaks and die cracks depend on the size, shape, and location of the anomaly. These are usually worth $5 to $10 or more. 1966 die-cut pennies. One of the most valuable die crack is known as a die cut. This appears as a large flattish bump or blank area attached to the rim of the coin. This can bring $100 and up. 1966 pennies, a type of die break that is unique to Lincoln cent, is known as the buy variety. This is a type of vertically oriented die crack that takes the approximate shape of a capital letter I between the B and E of Liberty on the obverse head side of the coin. Buy pennies are relatively common but highly collectible and are generally worth $5 to $10. Okay, moving on to 1967. Year 1967, mint mark, no mint mark, type Lincoln penny, price 35 cents to $12 plus, base value zero point zero 0.01 US dollar, produced 3,048,667,000 pieces, edge smooth. Note, a major coin shortage caused the United States Mint to make several changes to the U.S. coin system beginning in 1965. Among the changes was the permanent elimination of circulating 90% silver coin age and the temporary removal of mint marks from all U.S. coins. Also, proof sets and uncirculated sets were placed on production hiatus from 1965 through 1967 and replaced during that time by special mint sets (SMS). While worn 1967 pennies are worth around 2 cents, each uncirculated pieces, those never used as money, are worth closer to 10 to 20 cents apiece. The most valuable 1967 penny was graded MS67RD by Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) and sold for $4,945 in a 2008 auction. Next information. These special 1967 Lincoln pennies also contain copper, but they're more valuable for their special finish, a coin type that was produced in limited quantities. The U.S. Mint made just 1,863,344 SMS sets in 1967 and thus only that many 1967 SMS pennies. Next, a typical 1967 SMS penny is worth around 50 cents to $1. The most valuable 1967 SMS penny, graded SP68RD, decom by Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for $5,581.25 in a 2014 auction. Next information. There are currently no known major 1967 double die penny that have such drastic doubling, but there are still some really cool and collectible 1967 double die pennies out there which show minor doubling. Most of these are rather obscure doubling errors that can be seen in the lettering and date. Such double die errors on a 1967 penny may take $20 to $50 a piece, sometimes more, depending on the magnitude of the error and the niche demand from collectors seeking these particular pieces. Next information, die cracks and die breaks on 1967 pennies. When a coin die gets near the end of its operating life or something suddenly causes damage to it, this wear and tear can result in cracks and breaks on the die. These aberrations, called die breaks or die cracks, show up erased lines, squiggles, or bumps on the struck coin. Values for die crack errors depend on the size and location of the die break, with the most common of these pieces taking $5 to $25. The type of die crack also matters. Die cuts are one of the most valuable kinds, and this can be worth $100 to $150 or even more. Next information. The buy error may be rather common, but as you can see, it's highly collectible too. A typical 1967 buy penny would be expected to trade hands for anywhere from $5 to $15 depending on its condition. Next information, 1965 penny. Here we go. Note, due to a major coin shortage, the US Mint embarked on multi-year changes to the U.S. coin system in 1965. This entailed eliminating 90% silver coinage from the production lineup and temporarily removing mint marks from all U.S. coins. Also, no more proof sets or uncirculated sets. These were replaced by special mint sets, SMS. Okay, next information. 1965, year 1965, mint mark, no mint mark. Type Lincoln penny, price 1 cent to $15 plus. Face value 0.01 US dollar. Produce 1,497,224,000 pieces. Edge smooth. Next, the most valuable 1965 penny to ever cross the auction block was graded MS67RB by Professional Coin Grading Service and sold for $690 in a 2012 auction. Okay, next information. A total of 2,360,000 examples of the 1965 SMS penny were made, and they're easy enough to find in their 1965 special mint sets, which can be bought at almost any coin dealer. Next. Even if you could tell a worn 1965 SMS penny broken out of its cellophane SMS set packaging from the regular 1965 penny, the circulated special strike really wouldn't be worth any more than its copper value of about 2 cents. Meanwhile, a typical 1965 SMS Lincoln cent is worth around 50 cents to $1. The most valuable 1965 SMS penny to ever sell was graded MS67 Red Ultra Cameo by Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. This piece sold for $4,140 in a 2004 auction. Next information. This includes pieces in which some of the lettering on the obverse head side and reverse tail side are slightly doubled. Many of these minor 1965 double die pennies often trade for between $10 and $50, depending on the magnitude and rarity of the double die as well as the condition of the individual coin. The values for 1965 die-break pennies range from $5 to $10 for one that has small cracks to more than $100 for a full-fledged die-cad error. Next information. It's more a matter of an old Lincoln penny with a tiny vertical die crack that opened up in just that spot on the coin. So, no, that little ridge that looks something like a capital I isn't an intentional group by a foolhardy mint employee. Okay? It's just another type of die break error that's unique to Lincoln pennies. This Buy penny errors are quite collectible among Lincoln penny and error coins enthusiasts. Most 1965 buy error pennies trade for $5 to $10 a piece. Okay, next information. Okay, that's all. I hope I was able to provide some information for coin collecting. Okay, bye for now and have a great day.